Zap zop.
Mama
Zip
me,
zap
mommy
zop.
me, moo me,
Zip zap
moo.
zop.
Mama me, moo me, moo.
Mama say mama sa mama kusa. Mama say mama sa mama kusa.
Bonjour tout le monde et bienvenue à our review of Drag Race France saison 4. I am Pineapple Honeydew.
And I am Starboy Images.
Imogen. That's my sister Imogen. So lucky to have her on the pod. Um,
It is
we
me,
are.
Imogen Heap, hide and seek. Where are we?
That's Imogen Keep, and I am Patty Gonia, and we are reviewing Drag Race France Season 4. Stream our new song, Love You, Patty. And also, I guess, Love Imogen. Um, how are you?
I
What's
am
tea?
good. I'm over in Cleveland, and we are currently
Woo!
in the smoke. We are currently in Silent Hill. We are currently
It's
living in the
Silent
middle of the
Hill.
Canadian. The Canadian wildfires have trickled over Lake Erie, so we don't just have lake effect snow in Ohio. We got lake effect. We got lake effect fog. We got lake effect ashes in the air.
Shout out to Foghorn Leghorn.
Somebody
Oh,
literally five
oh.
minutes ago texted me and said the air quality is like at 500. And I don't know what that means. I'm not a scientist. I got a film degree, but I don't think that's good.
I have on
Because
degree deodorant.
earlier he said that normally that the air quality is in the double digits and is low, and it is earlier it was like at like 200. So
I
how
also
are y'all
received
doing
a
in Pittsburgh?
text. I received a text this morning from somebody in Cleveland that said, "Don't go out." Oh, I got a text this morning from somebody in Cleveland that said, "Don't go outside today," and I said, "Baby was not planning on it," and I didn't even know about the wildfires.
Mm,
I am somebody who's always on social media, as we know, and I feel like I'm normally plugged in. But the last couple of days, people
right.
have been telling me like news, and I've been like, "What?" Like my
Yeah.
roommates told me, I forget what it was, but they told me something like yesterday, and they were like, "You've not seen anything about this?" They don't even have Instagram. So I don't know where, like, and they're like, "You've not seen anything about this?" Sorry. Well, I didn't quite cough like a man. Um, and no, so I did not know that this wildfire shit was happening. I was literally, until you said Canada, I did not know what was on fire. And also, I thought maybe we weren't gonna get it
Yeah.
because like somebody from Cleveland, but no, it is foggy. It smells like burnt outside. I didn't leave
You
the house today, but like windows are open and it smells like somebody barbecuing. Barbecue?
I was in my kitchen earlier eating some lovely, delicious, sickening oatmeal like an old person,
I
and
was gonna guess pancakes.
my mom was getting her. No, that's on the weekends.
A sweet treat.
My mom was getting her. She's got her fanny pack out, her sunglasses. I said, "Where are you going?" She said, "I'm gonna go take a walk." I said, "Huh?" I was like, literally,
You're gonna
everybody
go
texted
take a
me.
die.
I was like, everybody texted me said, "Do not go outside." She said, "I'm gonna go take a walk." She said, "I use my inhaler. I'm good."
Now, somebody with an inhaler maybe should especially not be outside. I feel like you're predisposed to, well, I didn't quite cough like a man. Do you think I coughed because of the shit in the air? So or wait,
So
episode
we had
two,
a really
episode two,
fun
episode
episode.
two, episode two. Max and I did something unprecedented. We did something that the president will never do. We took notes and we came
Bruh.
prepared.
Okay, this is the blank page. You got a blank page, baby, and I'll write your notes from Drag Race France. I want to show you how many notes. We gotta compare notes really quick. I want to show you how many notes I got. I got on this. I got on this hour and 15-minute episode. It took me 2 hours to watch it.
Yeah, so Max did text me and said that he was in the middle of somebody's talent show, and I was under the impression that he had already been watching the show for an hour and a half, and he had been. And so I literally was getting in face for this and had to text Max and be like, "Hey, what's the tea?" Because I literally was like, he might not be done by the time we're trying to film. And the episode came out at 1 and we're filming at 4.
Oh no, I was ready. When you were ready, I was ready. You said, "Hey, what's the
We
tea?" I
were.
said, "I'm making chicken tenders."
I'm using my notes to fan me off. It's also hot as shit. I
Mm-hmm.
think because Canada's burning and also I'm at
Mm-hmm.
the top floor of my house, and also I have a lot of makeup on. So just know that you guys might not see me get dewier, but I am getting dewier as we're
You don't have an
talking.
ice cube? You don't have an ice cube you could just put like on your lap? So my notebook.
I'm gonna be
Hold
the
on.
color of blood when it sits in the vial too long.
I'm getting real gay with the colors. Oh, hashtag occur. Hashtag
Hashtag,
yes
hashtag
God.
Drag Race France.
Hashtag bonjour, bonjour, bonjour. Hashtag beige. Hashtag beige one.
Hashtag bonjour hi.
We got one. I got two. You can't see it because my lights, my professional setup lights. 2, 3, 4, and 5 and 6. Yes, God, honey. Yes, God.
And I just want to note before we start this that last episode Max did say that we were taking too long and we had to slow or speed it up a little bit, and then she took 2.5 hours to watch an hour and 12-minute episode. The first page of my notes, which y'all aren't gonna see, it says Drag Fran because I was trying to write Drag Race France while watching the episode, and I only got out Drag Fran before I got mad at myself and skipped to the next page. But I have also 4 pages of notes, but they're like, it's basically just like a list of things that happened and then like 1 or 2 words for me to like remember it. So I don't
Yeah.
know. I'm not nervous. Also, I do have to mention before we jump into this, I'm writing in a French notebook
Wow, you're so
that
special and different.
I'm so quirky. That I used to use as a journal. And the first entry in this is from April 27th, 2015. And I was still in high school at that time. So I just, like, I really treasured this
And what
journal
does
and
it
I've kept it
say?
for a really
Anything
long
interesting?
time. It says, to whom it may concern, eat my puss. Okay, let's get into the episode. So the episode
That's so vulgar.
starts. Okay, I was gonna call
So
you Max as a joke because Max said that on Drag Race, but your name is Max, so it wouldn't even
yeah.
been
No, when she
it
was
wouldn't
on
have
Drag
read.
Race, and she was saying, "Oh, that's so vulgar," I felt really seen, because as a fellow prude, I respect it.
Girl,
So last time on Drag Race France,
sure. This is what you missed on Glee. So last time on Drag Race France, we suddenly wait, not suddenly. We sadly lost Creatine Price.
oh my God, yeah. Although it kind of makes sense.
No, okay. I two things can be true. If you're watching this, you're just gonna watch me fan myself. Two things can be true. I am sad that she left because I thought she would do
Solidarity.
better, but also
Mm-hmm.
she didn't do that well.
Yeah.
So I don't know,
I,
but I think she has a good chance, in my opinion, at All Stars, and I think my light's falling. I think, yeah, I think she could come back and do well in All Stars. But I was sad to see her go first, but yeah, I don't disagree. I think it
yeah,
was her time to
episode
go.
1, they did the girl groups. The song was kind of cute. I was listening to it as a mental preparation.
As a
Uh, for th-
prepare.
as a prepare for this, I did have it on. When I clicked on the link to this, Fear song, Emilia was the winner, and
As in, it
Marguerite.
was Flipsy, the dog, as we called her in the last episode, because she boing.
And
She did.
Marguerite and Christine were in the bottom, and that cracked me up because why you got the French people lip syncing to Korean, and then they got English in the song, and the girl that speaks English still went home. Huh.
And you know
Anyway,
what
so
cracks me up is I think you said that exact same sentence 3 days ago when we recorded. You said the exact same thing. You made the exact
so
points.
the episode we opened up this episode. The girls went into the workroom. They read off her mirror message, and her mirror message was very short and sweet, and it just said, "Be kind to each other. It's all you've got. Bisous, bitches. XO.
Bisou, swear
Bisous.
word, as
Bisous.
Margaret said.
Isn't
Bisou,
bisous
swear
just
word.
kisses? What is
Yeah,
bisous?
but she didn't. No, bisou is kisses, but she didn't say bisou bitches. She said bisou, swear word.
Oh, I did.
Like she
Yes, I did
censored
catch that.
it.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Bisous.
I thought it was funny when the girls were like, Well, as Amelia was doing the like, the girls were trying to be the first ones to say like the canned phrases. So as Amelia was like, the competition is heating up. Or no, she said, it's a new week in the workroom. And she was like, oh my God, I've wanted to say that. And then Margaret said, the competition has started. Like they were trying to do like the canned bits. And I like, I think that's fun. You know, they were like racing to get there.
What happened?
I was trying to make sure my AC's on, girl. I'm sweating.
Sister, the competition's really
Sister.
starting to heat up.
This whole bitch is starting to heat
Sister.
up, bitch. Okay.
The Canadian
Um,
wildfires are really starting to heat up right now, sister.
how do you? Um,
How do you?
what? Oh, Sublime comes out as having dentures? Question mark. And I think it's as Emilia who says, oh wait. Oh no. I think it's as Amelia who says, I wouldn't know that they're dentures. They look like they were done badly.
Yeah.
Which, okay, I was like, I agree. But also, like, what a way to make it so that nobody ever thinks you have dentures is if they're, like, not perfect. Because that, like,
Yeah.
porcelain white teeth is, like, it's kind of boring. And it
Yeah.
also seemed like she didn't have full dentures. I don't know what the situation was, but I thought that was interesting to start the episode off with.
Yeah, they were at the table, like, talking about something else, and then she was like, they're like, girl, you got dentures. Like, okay.
They
And,
literally
like,
were like, this girl's dream just got crushed. Anyway, your teeth are fake.
yeah, like, what? They were over there.
Okay.
Do you have the baguette? Do you have the golden baguette? Anyway, so you have fake teeth.
Baguettes d'or.
Oh, if you no, what is she was like? If you took a bite out of the baguette, you have to take your teeth out or something like that. And then they were like, wait, what?
Oh, okay,
That's how they
that's where
transitioned.
that
I remember.
connect was.
Yeah, the one of the girls was like, you'd have to take your teeth out, or maybe she said that about herself, and they're like, girl, huh? Like, what
Oh,
up?
I think she said that, and then one of the girls was like, "Oh, why do you have dentures?" And then she kind of like, and the girls were like, "Wait, do you have dentures?" And then she was like, "Yeah, I do."
If I
Well,
took
she wouldn't
a
bite down
bite,
that hard.
if I took a bite of the golden baguette, I'd have to take out my retainer.
I have to take off my braces one by one before I bite into the baguette.
Oh, you
Also,
guys
how
want to go
hard
to?
is this baguette?
You guys want to go
Baguettes
to
are not
Panera
that
Bread?
hard.
I gotta take off each tooth cap one by one. You guys are gonna have to hang out for a little bit.
She said
Remember when Tana
dentures,
Mojo
not
lost a tooth?
veneers. Do you know what dentures are?
Yes, I know what dentures are.
Okay.
Anyway, so
I also wrote down that Sublime is very cute out of drag. And I also wrote down that La Harpy is very cute out of drag. And unfortunately, Lana Cota is also very cute out of drag. Those are the ones I wrote down.
and unfortunately, drag
I was
people are
looking
all
for
my
trade.
they're all my coworkers. In my head, all drag people are my coworkers because I work with all these drag people. So when I look at a drag person, I don't think nothing about nothing.
Well, I don't ever think that in drag. But out of drag, La Harpy, I was like,
Mm-hmm.
okay. If
Mm-hmm.
I was like in this season, I could see, not that I would be like head over heels for La Harpy, but I'd be like, okay, she's kind of cute.
Mm-hmm.
I don't
There is
know. I
one
wanted
that
to.
I thought I can't remember who it was right now. There is one that when they
Malawi.
come up on no, yeah, no, there is one that comes up in the confessional sometimes, and I'm like, oh, fierce, but I don't remember. No, what did crack me up was they were talking about that baguette, the golden baguette. So the golden baguette, you lose the episode, you're eliminated. You get the golden baguette, you get to give it to somebody of your choosing. So I
Mm-hmm.
was cracking up because they're sitting on the table before the dentures thing, and Sublime is over there. She thinks she got it. She thinks that her name is on that baguette.
Yeah.
And then Magahed says, "I do not want that baguette. Do not get that to me.
Mm-hmm.
I'm already on the chopping block. The girls
She's
are already
like, I'm
looking at me.
anxious. I don't want decisions.
Do not put my name on that. I don't want that. I don't want that. I don't want that." They said, "Okay, girl, you should go over and see who's got the thing." It's so dramatic. She takes it out. She's, "Ooh, my baguette," and then she flips it over, and her name is on there.
And she said, boom. Also, I thought it was so camp that they made them pretend like they didn't see that the baguette station was in the middle of the room. And then they talked about it, and then they just went,
Yeah.
oh my God, the baguettes.
So we're gonna put the bed frame in the frame behind you. So we know you can see it, but until you make a comment about it, don't make any comments about the bed frame, okay, honey?
The bed frame.
Yeah. Well, I didn't bring attention to the bed frame in my frame yet, so you can't make a comment about it. But it's there. But don't make a
Oh,
comment about it.
they loaded the gun and then set it down.
Also, I was trying to make a joke, and
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
not
yeah.
working.
No, I got it.
Oh,
I got
drag
it.
queen flopping. Oh, drag queen flopping.
Oh, drag queen flop. Speaking of drag queen flopping, wait, they're in a potato sack race
Yes, the
for the
mini
mini
challenge is
challenge.
potato sack race. You have to go get.
Potato sack race.
You are in the boulangerie, and you have to go get a baguette for Nikki. I almost said Nikki France. That doesn't make any sense. You
Drag
gotta go get
France.
Nikki. Nikki drag. You gotta go get Nikki a baguette, and it's potato sack races. And I was cracking up because at first I thought because they all got in, they had 5 minutes to get in a quick drag, and they looked crazy. And when they lined up, it was like
Crazy.
3-3-3, and I was cracking up because for a moment I thought they still had their shoes and heels on in the sacks. And I was like, this doesn't make any sense. This is crazy. I was like, they are so agile. Wow, I can't believe it. And then
I
the
didn't
second
think
time
about
they
that.
lined up and I looked behind them and they had their shoes behind them, I said, okay, now this is making a little bit more sense.
That's crazy. I mean, this mini challenge is just pure fun, I guess.
Yeah.
It's not like, what does this have to do about drag? Don't know, don't care. It's just kind of fun.
You don't do potato sack race and drag?
That's what it feels like sometimes.
You're not going up to the hashtag club getting your potato sack? You gotta
Don't
go to
talk
the
about my
club and...
potato sack. We've all seen it.
Oh my god.
Oh, this is the time when somebody, I think it's Sublime, calls Lana Cotta salope, which, sorry to my French listeners. And they did translate it as bitch when I do believe it means whore or like slut or something like that. And I was talking to Max before this, and I was like, I just don't understand why. I don't understand in other languages when they dub it to English and they translate just like one bad word to a different bad word. I'm like, you're not censoring it by saying bitch instead of slut. I don't know. That was just something I wrote down. And then I loved when Fluffy was going up to do her race, and she says, oh, I think I'm gonna win this because Lana's very small and Holly is, and then there was a pause and then she said, an age. And I was like, that is funny. And
Did
also
you
I listened to
see-
the French in that moment. That is exactly what she said. They
you see
translated
she
that
had-
exactly what she said.
She had a little gun.
Yeah, why'd she have a gun?
She had a little gun.
Wait, talk about her gun. I'm gonna dry my face really quick. Hold on.
Okay, I literally wrote it down. I put mini challenge. We're headed to the bakery. 5 minutes to get ready. Fluffy has a gun. Hey, so like, are you in like a wind tunnel or like, what's the tea? What's the tea? Now tell me what's the tea?
Hey!
Reporting live. Reporting
You're
live
talking
from
like
the wind
Jimbo.
tunnels of
It's hot as
Pittsburgh.
shit.
Anyway, she has a gun. Potato sack race. Do I have to talk louder? Oh, Holly White, she face plants into the ground. She does her first race, and she face plants into the ground. She falls. That poor lady. These people are getting hurt. This is why they don't do the cheerleading challenge no more on U.S. Drag Race. This is why they don't do nothing
Wake it
anymore.
up.
They don't do nothing fun. Because the first lady, she face planted on the ground. Then
The first lady of the United States. She face planted on the
lady,
ground.
boom. Then they
Boom.
did 3 rounds. Holly White, Daisy Superbiche, and Sublime were the winners of the first 3 rounds, and then those 3 winners went and did a winners round, and the winner of that was the winner of the Miller Challenge. Now during that round, Sublime won, but she got smacked in the face by Daisy Superbiche.
She did. She got punched in the face. Also, I was watching this episode of The Kitchen Table, and my roommate was sitting in the living room, and she came in and she said, "Is super bitch like somebody's name?" Because it was just French, super bitch. And she was like, "Who do they keep calling super bitch?" I was like, "No, they're not calling someone a super bitch. They're calling, yeah, her name is super bitch." But yeah, she knocked that lady in the face, and then I thought it was so funny that they got like I almost said croissant. They got the baguette dinner and they were just like sitting off to the side, and then they were all standing there. And then Fluffy had her gun. I was like, bitch, it's not that serious, girl. Put that
The
gun
camera
down.
like panned over. They're like, we're on a date over here. We're on a date
Yeah.
over here, and then it slowly panned, and all the girls were lined up over here, and they're like, do you feel like we're being watched?
Mm-hmm.
Do you feel like somebody's?
Do you feel like? And it was like 13 people, eight. There were nine girls. There were 10 girls and then there were nine, and one of them. So there was eight people watching. Girl, I don't know.
What
The
just
next thing I
happened?
have written down, okay. One thing you guys have to know about me, and you might already know, I hate it when people cry. And this episode had a lot of
Oh,
crying, and I hated it. And I wanted to skip it, and then I remember that I'm reviewing it, so I need to talk about it. Spoiler alert, I skipped some of it, but I did. Okay, there's a couple things in the serious moments that I thought were funny, and I'm gonna list those now. So Holly, obviously there's foreshadowing. Spoiler alert, I guess, if you didn't watch the fucking episode. Holly does a gymnastics routine, if that's what you can call it, for her talent show. No, she does. It's kind of
none
weird,
if
but
that's
she
what you
does
can
actually do
call it.
gymnastics. Um, and so when she falls, she hurts her hand, and she's making like a dramatic moment about it. She's like, yeah, I just don't know, because like my talent show is very physical and I hurt my hand. But then they cut to like a black and white slow motion of her just face planting from behind, and I was like, okay, that was funny. Because she's like, I really don't know my chance in the competition. Boom, just yeah, crazy. Also, I wrote down when Lana's having her moment about her dad. First of all, the most long-winded story that's ever been on Drag Race ever. It took about 3 minutes for her to say something about who she was even talking about. But the girls, I think, were trying to prompt her to keep going because they were all getting ready. And they're like all bald and crying. And I was like, okay, they need to get ready for the talent show. Which she says to the group, she says, so my dad knows that I do drag. And then somebody just responds, okay. And
I
I was
like
like, bitch, they were trying, and they were like, we want you to have your moment, but I got eyeliner to put on, girl. Hurry up.
the one girl. I don't remember who it was. So like, Lana's sitting here, she's crying. Oh, I'm so sad. The other girl, they cut to her, stand next to her, but she's looking at her, going like, "Yeah, this is a little boo boo," but pretending to make a sponge. And she is standing there, being like, "Yes, girl, yes." Like she
Yeah,
is
because I'd be
sad
like,
with
girl, I gotta
her,
get ready.
but she had like her tape on, and then she had on like a splotch of like foundation, and then she was
Mm-hmm.
blending it out, and being like, "Yes, it's okay."
Wait, I like that Labubu's outfit. Can I see it one more time?
uh,
Oh, is that the pineapple honeydew Labubu monster doll shirt available now on Drag Queen merch? I think it is. Thank you.
no,
No,
I
but I thought.
thrifted this.
So who the fuck donated it?
Vintage. Somebody texted me one time they were
Vintage.
at the thrift store and they saw one of our sisters'
I know.
drag T-shirts in the thrift store, and they said, "Isn't this your friend?"
Ain't that lady? Who's that lady? That lady? That lady? And that lady?
You know
Um,
that lady? Okay,
you know those
so
ladies?
I
Yeah,
I
no.
did crack up when Lana was
Mm-hmm.
crying about her father and her whole situation, and they're like, "So what's your talent gonna be?" Because she's like, "It's dedicated to my father," and they're like, "Okay, so what's the tea?" And
Girl,
she said, "I'm doing burlesque," and they're like, "Okay."
she
And then
specifically,
they're
I
like,
mean, I
"Oh,
don't
it's
know the.
burlesque and it's rock and roll," and they play like a, ow.
Yeah. Yeah, when she was like, it's emotional and it's dedicated to my father, and they said, what are you doing? She said, a strip tease. I would have taken her to jail.
This is for my father, you guys. You know what? It's really his. It was his favorite thing when women get naked.
Yeah, he loved the strip club. She's like upside down on a stripper pole, swinging around.
He
Like,
cheated on my
what?
mom 7 times, and that's why I'm getting
With,
naked on stage.
but six of those
Whoa.
times was with the same stripper.
Uh,
Like, what are we talking about? Sorry, exotic dancer.
Exotic
Um,
dancer. Anyway, so all of the girls start crying because all of them have troubles with their family
and
in
they're all
some way
bald.
or another. Some way or another, they're all bald. They're all in wig caps. They're all bald. Half makeup, no makeup, eyebrows
Yeah.
on, crunchy
Mm-hmm.
skin, looking
Fluffy
like.
B. Jewel, who puts the most makeup on, had zero makeup on, so I know she was like, girl, hurry up. Hurry
I
up,
did
girl.
notice
She's like,
that.
I have 3 lips to draw on. Hurry up.
Some of them had started their makeup already and they're crying it off, and then some of the other girls had not even touched their makeup. They were still in their outfits from before. They were going, okay,
Girl,
yes, sister, yes, cry it out, and they're like, okay.
just a bunch of penises with makeup on crying in a circle. I was like, girl, what is this? Okay, skipping to. Oh, also, did you get. Maybe I just missed this because I was also trying to take notes. I didn't get that it was a camp talent show. I just thought it was a talent show. And then very, very later on in the episode, one of the judges says, well, I liked your talent, but I didn't get the camp. This was supposed to be a camp talent show. I was like, I didn't get that. Or maybe I just looked down during that, but I didn't understand that that's what that was supposed to be. I just thought they were all funny.
I did not pick up on that either. I did not know that
Yeah,
that was a part of the requirements. I thought it was just a normal talent show.
me too.
Um, I did write down before we actually. I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna go back, but we didn't go forward quite yet. Um, Daisy's super bitch thought that Lana Cotta hated her. She said, "I just got a weird vibe from you." She said she was like, "I don't know what's the tea." Did you skip this?
Was
It
this
was
when
right
Daisy
after.
was crying?
Yeah, yeah, it was. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I
They were.
skipped this.
It was.
I saw a seventh
Well,
person
no.
start crying, and I said,
I thought it was gonna be another crying about their dad, and then they were like, "Oh, they're like, we all are like friends in here. Like, I feel like like I'm happy that we're like friends, and we can all be in this together." And then she was like, "I do have enough." She's like, "I do have an issue." She's like, "I
I
have an
love it, I
issue,"
love it.
and Lana was like, "Oh my gosh, what's the issue?" And she goes, "Actually, the issue is you."
Da, da, da. And then the guitar, wow.
Burlesque rock and roll. And then she literally was like, "Wait, what?" She's like, "What are you talking about?" And she's like, "I just got like a weird vibe from you." She's like, "Ever since we got here, I thought you like didn't like me. I just got a weird." And then literally Lana was like, "No." She's like, "I actually thought I." She's like, "In my head, I like you a little more than some of the other girls here." And I'm not gonna say who, but she was like, "I just." She's like, "I don't get that at all." She's like, "I'm so sorry if I gave off that vibe." And it cut to like Daisy's confessional, and she was like, "So I was in my head." She's like, "I thought that there was a weird issue between us, and literally it was just in my head, and literally bringing it up to her actually just solved it, even though there was nothing happening." So
Mm.
she was like, "Okay,
And Lana
period."
said, now I gotta dedicate my striptease to my relationship with my father and my relationship to Daisy Super Bitch. Ah.
um, yeah. So we go to the. I will
We
say
go to the runway.
The judge's office this time though, I thought were something fierce. Miss
They were
Nikki
fierce.
Doll was. She was in her black blazer with the rhinestone lapels
I
with
don't
the
know if y'all can
blue.
see. The first thing I wrote
Nikki.
down just says, Nikki!
It
Am
was
I a Nikki fan?
fierce. No.
No. I'm reformed. Oh, also I thought the part was funny when she said she was like dogging on that one guest judge who's like, or not guest judge, the judge who's always there, and I can't remember her name, but I think she's like the ginger one with like all the crazy fashion. And
Daphne.
she asked Daphne, yes. And she asked the first of all, they're like playing back and forth. But she asked the designer who wears his fashion the best, and he says her. And then she said, all right, cut it, we're gonna re-roll. And then she says, well, who wears your fashion the best? And then it dubs over him, Nikki Doll. I was like, that is so funny. Nikki Doll.
Who's your favorite? Oh, her. Who's your favorite? Do it again. Nikki Doll.
Nikki Doll. So funny.
Um,
Also, I don't know who Bilal is, the guest judge with like the big blonde wig but gorgeous. Gorgeous,
love.
stunning.
I
I'm
wrote
gonna follow
down.
them after
I
this.
love. She had on like a I Heart Paris T-shirt, so I was like, I love that
Mm-hmm.
it's like kind of like camp to wear just like a like I love New York. Like when you're in New York, like, it's kind of like funny.
Yeah.
But then they had it like accessoried out. They put like the big the big circle paillette
Paillettes.
paillettes on there. There was like
They're
big
like the
circle
big
paillettes.
circle things.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then I liked her like retro. Like I literally put down retro hairspray hair where it's just like that big bump,
Yeah.
that
The
classic with
big
like the band. I was like, I
yeah.
love that. That's so cute.
At the end of this review show, I'm gonna make a super cut. I'm gonna start with you saying I'm not a fashion person and then cut to you being like, this kind of velvet fabric, and then you're going, what are those things called? Paillettes?
Literally, yeah.
The disclaimer in the beginning, crazy.
Episode of the promo episode, I said, I'm not a fashion girl. I don't know nothing about fashion.
Yep.
I don't know. And then I said, this reminds me of Jean Paul Gaultier.
Yeah. Episode 8, you're going to be like, I actually did Malouit's finale outfit, and I sewed it for her. It was custom. It was a mix of like, we want to do something different, so we did leather and lace instead of lace and leather, so...
I was actually on the newest season. I was like cut last minute. They chose Plain Jane, but like, it should have been me.
Then he's a Project Runway?
Yeah, that's what I'm... Did I not say
Girl.
that?
You just said the new season.
Oh.
Like
In my head, I saw Project Runway.
Oh.
Anyway,
well,
so...
Anyway.
Talent show. Do you have talent?
Talent show.
Talent? What would you... Okay, wait. What would you do? Now, I don't do drag. I don't know nothing about drag. I don't know nothing about drag or fashion
Girl,
or drag
yes,
or
you
fashion.
do.
I don't do that stuff. I don't do that kind of stuff.
She's lying to you all so that she can cover her ass. By being
No,
like, I don't know anything.
I don't know nothing about nothing. And I
You
never
just,
heard... I never... No.
Bitty bum bummed like a month ago.
No, and I never heard that story I never heard that story, and you should tell me that story in full detail. I don't know nothing about that story. Anyway, so, for a camp talent show, what would you do? Would you be singing, or would you get your puppets out, or would you go dance, or what are you gonna do?
Okay, so very hurtful that the first camp thing you could think that I would do would be sing. So that's nasty. I don't know. I actually didn't think about this. I didn't think like I mean, honestly, yeah, probably I would maybe do like puppets or something like that. I really don't know. I didn't think about this. And it seems like you did. So what would you do?
Well, I didn't think about it. I just thought to ask you. I got as far as posing the question to you.
You said I was going to think while you talked. And then I didn't say anything. All right. I was gonna
something. Just say
well,
that's okay.
You want to know what the funniest thing you could do, Pineapple? You should sing something. Like, fuck you, bitch.
You know what I love about you is you just go up there and do whatever you want. You just have fun
you'll
up there.
Just do anything.
You just wear whatever you want to wear.
Girl, you are so fun. Talent.
Marguerite was the first one to go. Marguerite, and I was a little confused at first because she was up there doing spoken word monologue. No, was it spoken? No, was it? Was she?
She did the Ukrainian class.
That I can't remember at the moment. She was speaking. That was not a lip sync, or was it a lip sync that she's?
No, I don't think
remember.
it was. I don't think she was. She was speaking because when she told Bilal to pronounce a word, Bilal pronounced it incorrectly, and then she corrected Bilal.
Okay. Yes. Okay.
So it had to have been. So it was speaking into a lip sync.
Yes. At first, though, when it was just the speaking thing, I was a little nervous because I was like, "What is this?" Like, it was like four. There was literally she had the whiteboard and it had 4 words on it, like word pointing at word, word pointing at word. That was it. I was like, "What is happening for a talent show? Like, what are we doing?" I thought it was like funny improv, like sketch comedy maybe, and I was like, "Okay, this is cute." And then I literally, no joke, looked down to write something. I looked down to write teacher sketch. And then I looked back up, and then she was ripping off her outfit and starting a dance number. I said, okay.
All right. Okay. I liked the first part actually better than the second part. I thought the second part was where I got confused. And I was like, she's not a dancer, so I don't know why dancing was the talent. And I understand that it wasn't like good dancing. Like, she wasn't like, oh, my talent is dancing. It was like a funny thing. But I don't know. I got confused, but I thought she was very funny. And like I said in the last episode, I started off not liking her, and then I liked her. And seeing this talent, I liked it. I thought it was fun. It was a little confusing, but I liked it.
Well, I don't know if I did. So she made the final slogan that was in, you said Ukrainian?
Yeah, it was Ukrainian.
It literally translated to "Bravo, Margaret, you won."
Yeah. I thought it was funny.
But then the song was also saying the same thing. So she's just dancing around up on stage to "Bravo, Margaret, you won." And she's making them all chant that back at her.
Hey, you know what? In this life, sometimes you can't get people to say congratulations to you. So you just got to make them sing it to you in Ukrainian, I guess.
Can you guys just repeat what's on the wall behind me? Congrats, Margaret, you won. Oh my gosh, that's in a language you don't know. Oh my gosh, that's so crazy.
Oh my
Thank you so
gosh.
much.
I did think it was funny that she had Nikki like speak in Ukrainian without giving her any pronunciation. So it was like, I think Ukrainian might use the Cyrillic alphabet,
Mm-hmm.
and so those letters don't. So Nikki just like was all right. I don't know. No, I thought it was
Yeah.
fun. I thought it was fun. Lana Kota, I thought she looked gorgeous when she came
Very
out, which I've
sexy.
not. Yeah, very, very cool. I was confused, and maybe this is just the translation kind of getting in the way of the episode for like people who aren't fluent in French. Um, but I thought it was a strip tease, and she more or less just like ripped her clothes off, which I also thought was fine. Like the performance was fine, but then thinking about like yeah, it was like dedicated to her dad. I was like, I don't know, this is kind of weird. Without even reading much into it, I'm just like, I don't know. I wouldn't be like, I love my mom so much. Here's my performance dedicated to her, and then I'm up there naked. I don't know. It just was weird for me. And then putting the dad aside, I just thought it was like messy and like too much. And I know I've said this in the last episode, but she to me just seems young and not sure of like what she wants to present. And so her drag, like her outfits are just too much, and her energy is like a little too much. Like she will keep going in drag, I think, for like a year or two more and then start to refine it, and then she'll be fierce. I think she'd come back to All Stars and have like a Joey J moment where if she comes back in like 4 or 5 years or something like that, people will be like, damn. But right now, I'm like, maybe you weren't ready to be on the show. To me. But it was fine. It was serviceable.
And your feelings are valid. No, I don't really have anything to I don't really I don't really have a lot of contradictory statements.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be personally I'm not that like I'm not that like your thoughts were a little more elaborate than maybe what I would have said.
Mm-hmm.
I do sort of agree, but
Mm-hmm.
I do wonder, like you said, about the translation issue because I thought it was going to be like a rock and roll in a a burlesque number inspired by rock and roll music, which the
Mm-hmm.
music was definitely giving. Like, I don't remember.
It was kind of Elvis. I liked the song that she
Yeah,
was.
I don't think it
Yeah,
was. I think it was like an original track, maybe for her. I don't think it was anything that
I
I've
never
heard
heard it.
before.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but I definitely was a little confused because I thought it was burlesque, and then, which you can do whatever you want in burlesque. You know, there's no right
Yeah,
or wrong. Drag is art, and art is subjective. But also, she just took off the blazer, and then the pants were tearaway pants, and she's in a panty and the pasties. To me, if you were maybe, I
yeah.
would have, if it was a burlesque, I would have added one or two more layers, which we see a burlesque number later on that I thought was a
That
little
is.
more
Yeah.
successful. But I
Mm-hmm.
did enjoy the red outfit. I enjoyed the like it's a red suit, and I enjoyed how it was stoned like on the edges. I thought that that was really it looked really good, and I enjoyed the
Mm-hmm.
way that that color looked really good on her, and it was a good like accentuation color. I don't really have a lot other to say because
Yeah.
I don't know. It was a
I
cute
think it
number,
was
but
fine. But yeah, I was gonna say like exactly what you said. Burlesque is not just, oh, I have this blazer on and then I have pasties on underneath it. I'm gonna take the blazer off and show the pasties. There's like an art to burlesque, and it can be campy and it can be dark and it can be serious and it can be funny and it can be you can take off more things or less things, but it's just like yeah, ripping off a tearaway pant and taking off a blazer. However cool the tearaway blazer was, is like that wasn't it wasn't enough for me. I'm not here to say whether it was or wasn't burlesque. It just I wish there was more that had gone on to it. Um, and then yeah, I don't know. I think that she personally wasn't ready to be on the season, but there's this hard thing with that where it's like you never know if you're gonna get the opportunity again. Like some girls get asked, and then if they say no or they can't do it, then they'll ask them the next season. I'm sure there's girls who have been asked and then it doesn't work out, and then they're never asked again, or it doesn't work out again, or you know what I mean. So it's like if RuPaul called me right now and said, "Bitch, we want you on this All Stars that's currently filming," I would not question. I would say, "Okay," because you never know when you're gonna get that call again. Um, so yeah, I don't think it's her fault that she's on the season, obviously. Um, but I just think her All Stars return will be fierce. So
Yeah, totally.
yeah, next we have Azemilia, which this was so fun. She was like the vacuum cleaner, the Swiffer. Not the
The
vacuum cleaner, the mop.
This now, okay, I don't know if this reference makes any sense. And as you can see, like I have a Studio Ghibli poster. Her
Hmm.
white when she first walked out with the big hat with the drapery in the front with it like
Hmm.
sprawling onto the ground before she ever like literally she walked out of that main frame and that was it. I literally wrote down Witch of the Waste from
Yeah,
Studio Ghibli, but in white.
I
Whereas
get
this
that.
like big grand thing, like literally if you would have made it purple with the like edges a different color and the purple hat, that's the
The
Witch of the
Witch of the
Waste.
Waste is from
No,
House Moving Castle.
yeah, that one.
Yeah,
The one who
she's
puts a
like,
spell on the girl.
yeah,
I literally
on
was like,
Sophie.
I
Yeah.
was like, that's the Witch of the Waste. I don't know why that was the same silhouette. That's like a very specific reference. But I was like, wait a minute, what?
No, I
And then
didn't
I was
get
like,
that, but I understand what you're saying. That
it
I
was
see
really
it.
beautiful, white
Mm-hmm.
ruffle, everything. That beautiful white color. Although I did see a little peek of, I forget if it was the short or the panty or the headpiece. I don't remember. And I was like, what is
Mm.
that blue thing?
Mm.
And then she goes over to that table and she takes it all off.
I
And
thought it was so funny. I thought it was so funny and so like smart. Like who would think of that? And also, I appreciate when if the funny was removed, the dancing would still be fierce. And if the dancing was removed, the funny would have still been funny. So I'm like, I don't know. She's another one that didn't really like thrill me when I first saw her, and now I'm like, she's kind of killing it. So good job as Amelia.
I wrote
Um,
down, I was cracking up, which this happens, I feel like, in every, this could happen in any language. It's like the people where, like, in America, we have a t shirt and we're like, it says I love you in Korean and it just says, like, foot.
yeah,
The music, literally, her getting like undressed and then being like, I was born obscene. And then her, like,
yeah,
cleaning off the table. That is so I was like, maybe she doesn't know that it said that, or maybe that was like, maybe that was picked as part of it. I don't know, but I was like,
I
that
don't
is so.
know.
Whether she knows it or
She
not, that
said,
is also that's so funny. Yeah,
and then she
I
said,
was born obscene, and then
"You
she
are
cleans
to
off the
watching
table.
me."
Yeah,
It's very the those TikToks that were viral a couple years ago that are like, "Women are my favorite guy," and it's like the Europop.
yes. Everybody
Um,
dance now.
yeah, 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 yeah. No, but I mean, yeah, it was great. It was fun.
Oh,
Um,
when she jumped off that table, I
Post crack of
audibly
the century,
gasped. I literally was watching,
girl.
and I forgot I was in my room watching the computer. I audibly gasped out loud.
It
That
was
was
crazy,
crazy. Is she gonna
girl. She
jump from
better have
there?
life insurance.
You these drag queens ain't got no health insurance.
She needs to get her pussy put back on.
No, they have what?
We'll talk about it later.
Okay.
Um, Malawit,
I wrote down my first note was reverse stripping question mark because I didn't know what was
which I've
happening.
done.
Yeah, and I thought that was gonna be I thought that would have been fierce because she kind of came out in like
Mm-hmm.
basics, and I thought she was gonna do a reverse strip and she was gonna get dressed. I
Mm-hmm.
said, oh, that's kind of fierce, and then I literally saw the sewing machine. I said, make a dress talent exclamation, and I thought it was okay.
Here's the thing about this make a dress talent. I've seen a lot of people do it, and it's never that impactful. I think Bianca Del Rio does it well, and I think, but she only makes that one dress. And I think Raja O'Hara also did it well on the
It's a boat
show.
neck.
It's a boat neck. That you look like the Titanic. Um, I Side note, my roommate the other day was trying on a corset and it looked really pretty. And I said to her, "You look like the Titanic." And then she walked away. And then I said, "Wait, do you know what I meant by that?" Because I meant this
What?
scene in the Titanic when there's the corset and the mom's pulling it. But I was like, I want you to know that I did not say that you look like that big ass boat. I want you to. I need to rectify this. Um. Oh,
How do I
I said.
look?
Oh, you know that big ass boat that killed all those people? Yeah, that's what you look like, bitch.
Hey
Like
girl, how
no.
do I look like a big boat?
Wide angle for wide.
You look like
Um.
Foghorn Leghorn. Oh.
Oh. You know what? I got a DM earlier from somebody that said,
Oh.
"I don't watch Drag Race France, but I watched you guys because I wanted to hear you yap." And I'm like, they're gonna have a field day with this one.
Oh, I feel like we're more prepared. I got my makeup on. I got my nice funeral shirt on for the funeral I'm about to have later. Like, I'm ready
Girl.
to go.
Yeah. So, what was Oh, yeah. Like the
That
dress
lady had a
thing just
bad talent
never.
that you hate that you hate that lady. That you hate that lady and she looks like a big
Yeah.
boat. And you think Malavita looks like a big boat. Like that Titanic Foghorn Leghorn big boat. AI boat.
Dance to the boat. Dance to the big
the
big
big
boat.
big boat.
Dance to the
Dance
big
to the
big
boat.
boat. Um. No, this dress talent just like is never super successful because it's like what realistically can you make in 2 minutes that is gonna wow me, and then also you gotta put it on, and like and then I'm the judge then at the end being like, oh, you should have made the dress and then came out in a giant dress that you obviously didn't make, and Malawit literally she was like, oh my god. She was like, bitch, I should have done that. Oh my god. She was like,
um,
shit. She was like, they're gonna pass. I'm going. They're sending me packing, bitch. Because that would have been so camp if it had been like, oh my god, she's back there for so long, but the dress was so small. And then she comes out and like, it's good to see me, isn't it? She comes out in like a Glinda.
yeah.
I wish it wasn't even the same color. Like she comes back there
Yeah.
with like a little red strip of little disco fabric, and then she comes out in like a giant pink ball gown.
Yeah.
Loved it.
I pull out my Skechers out of my box and then I walk back there and I come out in a Frisk Me Good bodycon outfit.
Shout out Frisk Me Good.
Love that diva. You know what I
Shout
mean?
out
Like,
Frisk Me
yeah.
Good. No, I do.
Take a little piece, ooh, my little piece of black mesh. I don't know what I'm gonna do with that. Oh no! And then walk behind the thing, and I come out in a big suit, and you're like, what the hell?
You take one weft of a track from a Hot Topic thing, and then you have like a fully ventilated like updo
Yeah.
wig.
I have a
Yeah.
sewing needle and one piece of string, and I look at them and I make one single stitch, and I walk behind
Tie it off,
the
cut
thing.
it.
Yeah, I look at them and I go, "Whoop. Ooh, 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 ooh." And then I walk behind the thing and I come out and I made a suit.
I come out and the girl, they couldn't clock me. They thought I was Iris Van Herpen up in there. So is that a
Right,
designer you
so-
don't know? Anyway,
No,
okay,
Iris-
Mallory's dress was bad.
Iris Van Herpen, she's the next one on the talent show. Iris Van Harpy.
Iris Van Herpen, no, she's the guest next week.
Oh,
Not on Drag Race France on this podcast.
I did like that Malawite did a jump split at the end of her talent show. That
Who
is
the
so
hell's
fun.
Malawite?
That's what I said, Malawite.
You said Malawite. Like she was a Drag Race Italia. We need to stop talking about this lady. La Harpy, I
Well,
thought
we're
was
gonna
funny.
We're gonna be done
She
talking
was-
about that lady soon.
Oh my god! Okay, La Harpy.
Oh my fuck!
Okay, I know you said notebook, but it really sounded like you said butt plug. It really did. She said, "Ay, mi chicle."
In the words of Alexis Mateo, what the hell just happened?
What the hell just happened?
Where's my notes?
La Harpy,
Oh.
while we wait for this lady to get her notes back, La Harpy did this hobby horse routine that I thought was funny. I did think it was a little one note, but I thought it was funny, and I liked it more, I think, than the judges liked it. Girl, what's happening? Oh, I thought you were laughing. I liked it more than the judges liked
my
it. We'll
God.
talk about the placements later. I thought this was going to be in a different place than it was. I thought it was funny. I don't know.
I thought it was funny. I was a little confused at first because I was like, this lady just like on like a stick horse, and I was like, I was reading the subtitles, but I was like not connecting
Mm-hmm.
it for some reason at first. I was like, what? I literally had to, I watched it halfway and then I had to rewind it and start it again. Just because I was like, what's happening? And then I was like,
Mm-hmm.
oh, the narration is being funny. The narration was saying stuff like she was like, she would take a few steps and then she would like veer the horse off to the side as if the
Mm-hmm.
horse got scared, or she was like, they had like big poles that they were gonna like vault over. And then she like
Mm-hmm.
walked up to it and then like went back and was like, oh my gosh. How do I turn
I
this
don't know
off, you
what.
guys?
How do you turn
Put
it
it in
off?
the chat.
Chat.
Put it in the chat. How do I stop this bitch? Um yeah, so the narration
Stop
was,
that train.
stop that train. Now, rent or buy. It's on streaming now. Um but they yeah, it was kind of funny. Yeah, like I sort of do agree. It was sort of one note. At the end though, they had a really high four pole setup that you're supposed to like jump over with the horse,
Like
and
hurdles.
she, yeah, hurdle, is she
Mm-hmm.
ran up to it and she threw the horse on the pole over it and she tuck and rolled under it. I thought that was kind of funny.
I thought it was funny. Also, it kind of annoyed me when one of the judges was like, it was more of a trot than a gallop. I was like, well, bitch, she's not really a horse. So how the fuck is she supposed to gallop?
You
I don't
sort
know.
of did like a little bit of a scurry. It was more of a
A sc-
scurry and less of a scanter. Like
it
what the
was
hell?
scurry. Yeah, the heartbeat cool. Sublime. Sublime. I thought
Sublime.
was really funny. I thought it was funny that she kept sneezing on the feathers. Um, it was burlesque, but it wasn't like, I don't know, she didn't really. Oh no, she did take a lot off. It took her a while to take it off, but that is burlesque. Like it, from my understanding of burlesque, I know we work with burlesque artists a lot in Cleveland. It's not really about like so much taking it off. It's like how you take it off and like making the audience want you to take it off. So
Yeah.
she had like a really clean dance that had a lot of like innuendo, and then once she started taking things off, I mean, she really got down to it. Um,
Mm-hmm.
and I love that kind of thing at the end that sometimes people do where they take off the panty and they show it, and it's like, well, you obviously didn't have anything underneath it, but then they don't actually show that. I don't know. I thought it was fun. I thought she looked beautiful. All the pink and everything was really pretty.
Yeah, that was a beautiful pink color on her skin
Mm-hmm.
tone. I
Her
literally
skin tone.
when she first walked out, I just wrote down traditional burlesque, and I was like, I was gonna be
Mm-hmm.
impressed by that because that is a lot of preparation, choreography wise.
Mm-hmm.
Especially she had two dancers with her. That's like, she's got, not only does she
And
have
they
to
were
know the
lip
choreography,
syncing.
she's got to teach them everything as well.
Yeah.
The outfit, a lot of time and effort goes into the outfits. Everything for burlesque is very thought out.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and then I was even more pleased when it was like kind of comedic as well. And it was like, oh, I'm sexy, but I'm
Yeah.
also kind of funny. Because like you said, with the sneezing at the feathers, they would be like, my big boa, achoo!
Yeah.
Oh, you
And
guys are
from the
tying me up in my
beginning too.
achoo!
From the
Yeah,
beginning too. Like the first thing they did was they moved the feathers and she did that little sneeze. And
yeah.
I thought it would get annoying, but it was funny. I liked
It
it.
happened just enough times where, yeah, it did not get annoying. It was still funny.
Mm-hmm. It was almost like the moment I forgot about it. Also, there was so much happening that
Mm-hmm.
like every piece of it was successful. The burlesque was successful, the dance was successful, the comedy was successful, the bit was successful. Like the outfit looked beautiful, the lip sync was good. Each little bit of
Mm-hmm.
it was successful. So I liked Sublime. Fluffy, I thought was very funny and interesting. It almost seemed like she didn't for a second it seemed like maybe 2 minutes was a little bit too long, but then she kind of won it back with like the skunk attacking her and then like dragging her off the thing. I thought it was funny. I thought it was interesting and quirky and weird, and it gave me very like Willow Pill's toaster thing. That was just like, what the fuck
Yeah.
am I looking at? But it was entertaining. So I liked it.
I was a
And the accordion
little,
was so beautiful.
oh my gosh. I thought it was a
Mm-hmm.
little intriguing when she just kind of was like sort of on the bare set, not like a lot of crazy lighting, just with
Mm-hmm.
the vanity, the see-through vanity, and just like sort of talking, and I was like, what's going on? Like,
Yeah.
you kind of like, what? Oh my gosh. And then she had on like
Take a
her,
shot every time that happens.
it was like a
Not you.
mullet, it was like a blackout. It was like a mullet wig, but then it
Britney
wasn't a
Spears.
wig because it was like in chunks of extensions. So then she took off
Yeah.
like this side and then took off this side and then took off the top and then there was the rat in her wig. But then she had on like a
Like a
burgundy
finger
red
wave.
finger wave underneath that. I
Like
did
a
not even see
burgundy.
like a maroon. I did not even see that coming. So that was genuinely
Yeah.
so pleasing and surprising. And then it was funny. And
Mm-hmm.
then I only wrote down, oh yeah, she pulled out the accordion and that she plays accordion, and all the girls were gagged, and it was really beautiful. And
I love
she
that. Like,
never mentioned it on the show. She never talked about it. So when she whipped that out, it was
yeah,
fierce.
it was gag. I love that like French accordion sound too, specifically like a carnival kind of accordion sound. I love it.
Hmm.
Um,
My
I was
grandfather
gonna
used to play
say
accordion.
it kind of made me want to learn accordion. I have no reason to, but I was like, that's just such a cool. I don't
I
know.
would
I
love
mean,
to. I don't know if I can, but I would love to.
oh, maybe not. I mean, I play the auto harp, and I think that's an like I like when people play instruments that are interesting. You know, like when
Yeah,
you're
yeah,
like,
yeah.
what's the auto harp? Or like, oh my God, you play accordion? Like, how did you pick that up? Like, I think it's interesting.
Oh, you played
I
the
think,
acoustic guitar. Great for you. Okay. Well,
yeah,
I play the accordion.
I play the theremin. I come from a long line of theremin players. I also wrote down she took off her wig like Silky in the lip sync against Brooklyn when like the first beat happened and Silky just rips her wig in half. Do you remember that? For
No,
Bootylicious? Do you
no.
remember it was Brooklyn and Silky and the song started and Silky did like she did like two wig reveals and like a dress reveal all in like the first like 30 seconds of the song.
That's crazy.
You gotta
No.
watch it later.
I do have one little note that I thought was so funny. Um, After Fluffy's number, they cut to La Harpy's confessional, and she just said, "I want to be near her little skunk."
Yeah, so funny. And also I previously said that I thought La Harpy was very attractive, so when she said that I thought she was talking to me.
Oh my
Uh,
god!
um okay, Holly White. I wrote down why is she a baby?
Oh my gosh! When she was sitting on the side watching with the other girls watching them, I I think it was the lighting. I think it was the lighting and the
No.
outfit. No, I think it was the
No,
lighting.
it's what she
I
looked like.
No, I thought, ooh, she looks a little old. I
She
thought
okay,
she
we
had
need to
on. I thought she looked on a little older, and then she got up on
she
the stage
did.
and then she was a child. I said, "What's going on?
I
What's
think
going
one of the
on?"
girls in confessional says, I can't believe Holly's trying to convince us that she's 8 years old right now. And that is how I felt. There also needs to be a study of why 40-year-old drag queens get on TV. This is why people don't like drag queens. Because 40-year-old drag queens, grown men drag queens get on TV and say, what if I was a baby?
Yeah,
Because Coco Montrese did it twice. Um, well, that she wasn't a baby. I was thinking about that. But she did it once. She at least did one look on her original season where she was a baby. And then Holly White did it, and I'm sure there's other people who did it. Why are you a baby?
remember
Also,
when they made?
Katya did a gymnastics routine, and she wasn't a baby. It's like she didn't have to be a baby. Why were you a baby? I
Remember
get
when
that
they
it's supposed to be
made
camp, but
Eureka O'Hara was a baby?
well,
You
I
remember
said
that?
grown man drag queen.
Why did they? But
Well,
why did
back
they make? But why did they make that lady do that?
I don't know, but
Drag Race
that
humiliation ritual.
well, that's the other thing. They made her do
Mm-hmm.
that. These people
Right.
decided to do that.
Oh, you're right. You're right.
If I got on Drag Race and they were like, your character this week is a baby, I'd be like, well, that's kind of weird, but I mean, if that's what you're giving me. But I would never be like, you know what I want to be this week? A baby.
Well,
Doing gymnastics.
she was taken after Bible Girl. She said, "I'm gonna go on that set," and she said, "I don't look a day over two."
Oh, she's 3 apples tall. That's what it
Uh
is.
huh. She don't look a day
Uh-huh,
over
tell
two.
it.
Holly, you don't
Um,
look a day over two, sister. Yes.
no, this was just weird. This is just weird.
Well, she
I
was.
don't like. Also, the
I.
gymnastics wasn't anything super impressive. She like talked with a weird 8-year-old lisp and then did a cartwheel. I was like, but I could kind of do that right now.
I did sort of chuckle because like the narration was playing, and then she like was like lip syncing herself, like yelling back at the narration. I did sort of chuckle because I was like, that's kind of funny that you're like the narrators, being like saying something nice, and
Yeah,
you're
I
like,
guess.
I sort of, and then I felt bad for her. I don't know what happened. Her last, yeah, I literally wrote down little girl, little girl.
Little
Um,
girl, don't do it, little girl.
and then
Oh,
my last note, I had 4 notes. It says gymnastics, yelling at the narrator, little girl, did not land last backflip.
yeah, she didn't land it. Also, with the narrator thing, I did think that was kind of funny, but she was facing away from the judges the whole time. And I don't know if you
Yeah.
guys know, but I've done pageants. Only a couple, but like that's the thing that they're like, you have to look at the judges. Like you
Mm-hmm.
can get docked on like doing everything perfectly, but then not connecting with the judges. I'm like, I almost think it would have been funnier instead of it being like her dad or her uncle or whoever she was yelling at, like make it so that it's implied that Nikki is her dad or uncle or whatever. So like then she's able to face the judges because
Mm-hmm.
her no talent is gonna be successful the whole time. You be like this. She was like the
Okay,
whole
side
time. She was just
profile.
faced the other direction. So I don't know.
Yeah.
But yeah, why was she the baby?
I mean,
Daisy.
yeah, next.
Daisy, this was fierce. And she looked gorge.
I just want to say in my notes, I stopped writing. I started by writing everybody's like full names, and by the end, um, by this point, it just says like Holly, but I think I spelled it with one L, and then
Holy.
I don't know why I didn't choose Daisy because that's the shorter name. I wrote down Super Bitch. I just started calling her by her last name. I think that's funny.
Super
So I'm
bitch.
like, up next, Super Bitch.
I am also laughing because I looked at my notes and I literally just started talking about Daisy by saying, it was funny and she looked gorge. I looked down at my notes. It says, Daisy, funny, comma, looked gorge. So I guess that's how I really felt about it.
You look good. You feel
How do I
gorge.
feel?
You feel good.
No, I thought she looked beautiful in this like teacher moment. I like these little wigs on her. Like
Mm-hmm.
every time I've seen her like this little flip, which she kind of wears on the runway too. It's like a little short, like bobbish wig. Um,
I
she looked
like the like
pretty.
slow. I feel like it's that. I feel like this kind of always, well, not always. I feel like this does good though if you do it right. As like the slow fashiony song. I feel like that's what she was kind of
Mm-hmm.
giving, where it's just like kind of just like that nice like Naomi Smalls like pose kind of vibe.
That's what I was
And
thinking. Yeah,
then I
but
live.
she was doing tricks.
I was gonna say she was doing the I
She
guess
was tucked almighty.
just because I literally just saw her the other day in Cleveland like Bosco when she did her like chair tricks.
Uh
I was
huh.
like she did that same like leaning half on the chair like you're like
Mm-hmm.
balancing your body. And I my last note I have four notes: slow fashion song, chair choreo, Bosco side posing on chair, Bosco side posing, and then so fierce.
Okay, care to elaborate?
Nope.
Okay, yeah, I mean I agree,
It
and
was yeah.
obviously
It
the
was
judges
good.
agree too.
It was a
Um,
good. It was a good.
Okay, I feel like we gotta speed through this runway because we've been recording for an hour.
Uh
But
huh.
this
Uh huh.
runway, we got a couple.
All I wrote down are what they have. Like one, I wrote down like Holly White, Dragon Ball Z,
Okay,
Frieza.
well we'll get
Like
in.
that's
We'll get
but
into what you wrote down.
like I don't have a lot. The other the
Okay,
talent shows I had like paragraphs. The
okay,
talent shows I had short responses.
okay. Next week, your talent is gonna be not writing all those notes. So
And you know what?
let's.
You can find a different co-host.
I
No,
can't.
please,
All
no,
my other friends
please,
have
no, please.
jobs.
Oh,
I can't. We're no. Hey, we're not unemployed. We're self-employed, and that's the same thing.
I
Um.
was up till 7 a.m. doing videos for Zephyr, so yeah, I still am doing
Yeah.
jobs.
Yeah, we're gigging. So number one, Holly White. She was Frieza from Dragon Ball Z. I thought this was beautiful. I thought it was
Love it.
cool. Yeah, love it. I thought it would be
Amazing.
cool even if you didn't get the reference. So I say we.
We
Okay.
Sublime. She had on. It kind of reminded me of like a All Stars. It was like was it black or was it blue? I don't remember. But
I think
she had
it
on
was
like
like navy blue.
it was like tinselly and it had a lot
Mm-hmm.
of like spiky things on the head. And I just wrote down this is just because that's how I was gonna remember it. Table topper hat.
I think I literally just wrote stars.
Yeah, and one of the judges said she's ready for All Stars.
Right. Oui.
It was cute.
No, 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 no. Oui. Okay, Mallory was this like alien. Her reference she said was Major Diva from The Fifth Element, who I love, and I've performed that song before. Her like opera.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I thought this was cool. It was not my favorite. So I liked it, but it wasn't, I don't know, it wasn't like crazy for me.
I wrote down Star Trek, but glam. Because
Yeah,
I missed out that reference, but to me that's what it kind of gave. I thought it was cute.
I thought it was cute. I'll still say
Comparatively to
we.
I'll still say we comparatively to some of the others.
Yeah. Okay. As Emilia was next, and she did this like Darth Vader thing. This shut it down for me. This was crazy.
So fierce.
So fierce. I didn't even notice that she had like a bang over her eye and it had like a lens.
Yes, I was
And
about to
then
say
the
that.
lens,
Yes.
and then also underneath it, she had a red contact like Darth Vader. Also, okay, yeah, it was just impeccable. Her runway was the one that I have the joke. So I I'm not
She's got
I'm
jokes.
not fluent in French, but I understand a lot of French. And so this one, so on the runway, one of the judges said, is this outfit for Jedi or for Friday? Which does not make sense in English. And I looked at it and was like, what the hell is she talking about? So what she meant, so what she was trying, the people in the room got the joke. Thursday in French is jeudi, Jeudi. So she was making a joke about like,
Oh,
is this outfit for Thursday or for Friday? But we're never gonna get that as an English speaking.
right.
But I got it because I know that. So that she said, yeah, is this outfit? Are you wearing this on? Are you wearing this for Jedi or for Friday? And I was like, okay,
That
that's
is
funny.
funny.
That is funny.
French people can be funny, you guys. They're not just
French people can be
beautiful. They're
funny.
not just fashion. They're also funny.
They're not just fashion.
They're not just
Um,
fashion. You guys
no,
got
but this is a
fashion over
we.
there.
This is a we.
Um,
This is crazy.
and then I wrote down, we got Marg. And
Yeah, Mark.
Miss Marg she was a green alien at the prom. She had on a little,
No.
oh, she reminded me, this
No.
kind of was in the same category as Candy Muse Alien. Where I sort of wanted to like it, but also I'm a little nervous because
Ooh.
I don't know.
Girl, she looked like Veggie Tales. She looked like
Oh, wait, yeah, she looks like the artichoke.
she looks like when you get a bag of salad and it has those little like red or the purple like what are they like onions or something in the salad bag.
Cabbage, purple cabbage.
Right.
Which
That is
do not eat
cabbage.
the salads. Do not eat. If you're in the
No,
USA, if
I
you're in
just
the
bought a
U,
bag and I gotta toss it. I gotta toss the salad.
if you're in the USA, do not eat the fresh lettuce. Do not eat the fresh produce. You will get the diarrhea. You will get the poop.
You'll get
You
the
got the.
poop. You'll get the poop.
Do you want the regular
no.
lettuce or the poop lettuce?
No. This is my ranking for this runway. No.
You want regular alien or you want
No.
Marguerite alien?
No.
Are you green alien or
Um,
alien at the prom?
No.
Neither.
What are you? We don't know.
Um, if she was okay,
No.
I feel. Ah!
The next one is
This is no. If she was at the bar and she came out in that, I would kind of gag. If she
yeah, like
was on
from
the runway of
stage.
oh
Oh.
no, I thought it was camp. But if she was on the runway at Drag Race, no. But
No.
if she was given a show, then I would maybe give her $1 or $2.
Next we have Fluffy Bidule. I thought this was cool. It wasn't my favorite.
When she
Unfortunately.
walked out, I literally thought, this is The Shape of Water. And then she said, this is two of my favorite references. Something else and The Shape of Water.
Yeah, I forget what the first thing she said was. I liked it. It was good. It was serviceable, but it wasn't my favorite. But I'm gonna say B.
My only sort of... my only sort of issue was I was like, this is just a bodysuit.
Yeah, there wasn't enough going on.
It's
And
just a
then she was like,
bodysuit.
when I was younger, this is the kind of stuff that I dreamed of. And I was like, well, this is the worst you've looked on this show so far.
I was like, it's a bodysuit. It's a bodysuit with the zip in the back.
Yeah. It
Cool
wasn't great.
makeup, cool wig, cool everything. But
Yeah.
That would be a really nice outfit to tour with. Like when
Yeah,
she does like the France tour, that's like impactful. It'll look really cool, and it will
yeah.
kind of smash down nice. But
Because that's what we want for these girls. We want their outfits to look well traveled.
yeah,
Um,
I want it to look like you smashed your outfit down. Ah,
Daisy Super Bitch. She had this like purple like galaxy situation. I thought it was pretty. It wasn't my favorite originally, but then there was like a closing shot of her on the runway that I really got to see all the swirls and everything, and I was like, okay, I liked it.
I just wrote down purple nebula, and then that's because that's what she said she was.
Oh yeah, I wrote down purple and gorgeous.
Purple and gorgeous. Do you want
Purple
green
and
alien at the
gorgeous.
prom or purple and gorgeous?
Purple and gorgeous. For this, I'm gonna say we.
All right. I'm gonna say we.
Um, La Harpy. La Harpy had this like double arm blue with the black accents and everything. I thought this is beautiful. I thought her makeup specifically was gorgeous in this. I think she had white out contacts. I will
Yeah.
say they were gagged by the arm thing and I thought it was really cool, but I could tell that those were not her arms.
After the
I don't know if they were too
reveal,
small. I don't know.
I could tell it wasn't her arms. But to be honest, for me, I feel like sometimes you can see you're like that's fake, like automatically you're like eh.
I
But for
that
me,
happened for me though.
for this one though, when she first walked out, I literally was like, I don't know. So I didn't realize that there was gonna be a reveal coming the way that it was set up.
Mm.
So I feel like
I
sometimes you
don't
can
know.
tell. It
I
just
don't
I
know
don't know.
how. I think maybe the arms were too skinny and they looked like. Because when she first came out, I was like, oh my God, why is she holding her arms like that? Oh, you know what it was? The arms were like, the hands were so like this. And I was like,
Mm-hmm.
why is she holding her hands like that? And her arms look so stiff. And then I was like, oh, those probably aren't her arms. And then she did
Mm-hmm.
like which was still a cool effect whether I saw it coming or not. So it was
Yeah,
sweet.
I thought it was
I
really
liked it.
cool. I did put the word Dune down like the movie because she reminds me. I don't think I think I saw the first new Dune movie.
Mm-hmm.
But she reminds me like of those ladies in Dune that are like this the seers, the whatever. I don't know. I've seen them in clips on Twitter. Anyway, so next La Nakota, I just put down E.T. hand LMAO.
Girl, and then she had it in the confessional too. Like, what the fuck was this? Why was she Elliot and then E.T.?
Oh
I
my
wrote,
gosh.
what happened? You got scared?
I thought
She was
something
in your
was
room.
the E.T.
The E.T.
Oh my gosh.
Elliot. I wrote down lost in concepts. Neither outfits worked because when she was Elliot, you could see the ET bottom half. Like for her
Mm-hmm.
Elliot outfit, it was just a zip up hoodie and an ugly wig. And then the ET outfit was just ugly. Also, she didn't go from Elliot to ET. She went from the upper half of Elliot to a dress with ET on it, and then it looked like she had a Hulk hand.
Yeah, it was.
It wasn't. It
I
wasn't
did
for
kind of.
me.
I thought it was kind of camp to have like the big things with the fingers on it. I, I can enjoy elements of it, but I don't know if it was my favorite.
But like with that, it's
No,
like you put an opera length brown tan walnut colored glove.
I'm
I'm
allergic.
turning into you, girl. You put it underneath so that it's not just like a stark like your arm and then just a like it looked like she had a cucaracha
Not the
on the
cucaracha.
end.
La
Is that a
cucaracha.
picture?
No. This is when I was in the hospital last time. This is my cup that I stole from the hospital.
Girl, they
They
watch this.
they charged me for it probably already. I don't know. It's on my it's not
Well, the
that's on my
people from
insurance.
the people from the hospital watch this. They DM me each time. Um,
Mr. Clinic himself.
Mr. Clinic, Mr. Cleveland Clinic.
And I got this cup. This is my coffee cup. I got two cups here. Last time I had four cups. If you watch my vlog coming out soon, you'll see I have four cups next to my laptop. Today I only got two. We got my water and my coffee because you gotta be energized and you gotta stay hydrated. Stay hydrated.
Hydrated. Okay, Okay, let's go through. Okay, so safe
Okay.
is Sublime, Fluffy, and Lana Cola. Um, I thought it was funny when Margaret got green screened out and she was just floating head. I thought that was funny. The top three are as Emilia, Margaret, and then the winner is Daisy Super Bitch. And so the bottom three then are La Harpy, Holly White, and Maloite. Which I agreed with all of these placements other than I would have switched Lana Cora and La Harpy. I would have had La Harpy be safe because her runway, I thought her runway and her performance were both better than Lana Cora's. So I don't know why. But it didn't really matter because Margaret did save La Harpy from the elimination. So she was the first receiver of the golden baguette. Also, I thought it was funny that Margaret, when they called her back to the stage, she said, "C'est moi." She did it again. And I was like, that was funny the first time. It was funny the second time. C'est moi.
I am a little confused. I wrote the word camp down because I think it's like kind of camp. So they kept telling Malouit, focus on the here and now, which I agree with. Focus on what's happening here and now. But also remember that you're a beacon for all the people at home and you're representing so much. And by the way, there's so many people watching you. And by the way, you're such a big influence and inspiration for everybody. But don't think about any of that.
Just focus on right now.
Focus on right now.
Just focus on right now in this moment with the final or with the bottom two lip sync.
But also think about everybody at home watching you. I'm like,
it was kind of
whoa. I don't know.
It was
kind of like so contradictory, confusing.
Yeah. So unfortunately, in the bottom lands Holly White and Maloite. And I was so upset, and I kind of knew the moment that happened. I was like, if Maloite is not saved, she's probably not gonna send either of these girls home. The lip sync song is a song called Champagne, which I had never heard before.
Cute song.
It was a cute song, yeah. I will say these lip syncs are never really crazy. Like, nobody really did anything in this lip sync.
Maloite did one, split.
Oh, she did like a straddle side.
She did one
at the very end.
I didn't write it down, but I was like, until then, I had it in my head. I was like, this is just a nice, clean lip sync. Yeah. They're just standing up on stage, walking around, lip syncing.
Yeah, but it was like, I don't know. It wasn't for me. I really was unsure who was gonna win in the end. Like, in the beginning, I thought Maloite took it strong in the beginning, and then I thought Holly White took it back, and then I thought Maloite had it again. It was basically like whoever was on the screen, I was like, oh, they won. So it was just back and forth. And then Maloite, it's hard because we don't know if the timing was off when she did the stunt or if the timing was off with the edit. But it seems like a little poorly timed.
Yeah.
The stunt that she did. I don't know. It seems like Maloite was doing more, but Holly was more confident.
Yeah. Can you cut this in? I want to show this to you. I should have
maybe
filmed it all the way through. This is my mid reaction to the lip sync to what was going on in the episode.
Hello. Live from watching the episode. This elimination literally gagged me. I'm not even being funny. What?
And then
Je suis tellement confiante, c'est vraiment une petite perle noire. Je sais que pendant presque tout le temps, j'étais là à me remettre des soins, ou pas avoir un petit peu, comme j'aurais pu à 100%. Une blague. Et en fait, là, c'est moi ce que je suis absolument, et en fait, elle m'a dit que potentiellement,
I'm just
I'm gonna
confused.
throw up.
I'm confused why you asked me to edit that in, but then you showed the full clip on the camera to the microphone. Like, what do I have to edit in now? You showed both. You zoomed in, actually. So the people will see it. Like, please don't send me that. I'm not editing that in. Turn your microphone off. Anyway, Malawi got sent home, as you obviously see, and some of us were affected more than others. I was very upset because y'all know that Malawi was my front runner, and obviously she was one of Max's as well. So we're both gagged.
I texted 2 people, not you, because I had to save it for this, save it for the pod. If the cameras aren't rolling, whatever you say doesn't matter. I texted 2 people.
If it's not green, I'm not interested.
I said, okay. Oh, but not the lettuce though. I texted 2 people. I was like, I know y'all ain't watching this show, but this performer who me and Pineapple both had like as our front runner, as our final 4, final 2, like make it to the end winner. I said she just got eliminated episode 2, and literally both people responded back with like, damn.
Damn. So now I gotta pick who the hell else I think's gonna win.
Oh my god.
Which, okay, yeah, it was very sad, Malawi, but we're very proud of you. You're opening doors. She was the first woman of color lesbian doing drag. She said on TV ever. I don't know if it's on like on TV, but especially in like the Drag Race world. So we love you, Malawi. If you ever happen to see this or anything, we love you.
I would love to work with her
gagged.
so bad one day.
Yeah, maybe we'll meet her at some point. You never know. Stranger things have happened for us.
Sister, come to America, or also I have a passport and I can come to you. I do not care. Let's do a photo shoot, please.
I don't have a passport, so come to America.
Oh.
We're messaging her like, have you ever heard of Pittsburgh?
I have a photo studio in Cleveland.
Yeah. Have you ever heard of... Oh, never mind. No free promo. So, yeah. Malawit, we love you. She sashayed away. Okay, so 2 questions, I guess. 1, who do we think Malawit is going to give the golden... I keep wanting to say golden buzzer like America's Got Talent. The golden baguette, that baguette d'or, to... And then also, who now is your front runner? Which I think we should answer. I think we should answer every episode. Like, who do we want to win and who do we think's gonna win? I remember last time I said Malawit is who I wanted and Fluffy was who I think is gonna win. And now I think I have maybe different answers. I definitely have one different answer because she got eliminated. Okay, first, who do we think the golden thing is gonna go to next week?
Let me look at all the names. I think
I'm trying to think of who she was like kind of friends with. I mean, we didn't really get to see it much. I think it has a good chance of going to Fluffy because Fluffy is, I don't know if maybe they had an alliance or like not an alliance, but like a bond over like, because Fluffy's a trans woman and Maluit's a cis woman. So that is where I first go. Also, I think that Daisy, just from seeing her and like the way that she talks about Maluit and also like women, I can see her like, she was very excited when Malawi walked in. Her first runway was literally a vagina and a vulva and all that kind of stuff. Like she squirted. And then even this time, like when Malawi was in the bottom, she said something about like, oh, our little Malawit or something like that. So I'm like, I think it could also go to Daisy.
Personally, I don't know.
I hope it goes back to Margaret.
I'm just gonna agree that was my first thought, which I think would be funny, and I think would be
Just keep giving it to her.
Yeah, like
she gets to the end because she can either save herself or save someone else.
But I feel like she's sort of 2 weeks in a row was like, they're like, we like it, but like something is like we need to adjust something a little bit. Like they're like, we like the talent, but then like the outfit was like kind of flop. And like
Yeah.
last week was kind of the same, where I was like, we liked you, but like a little something's like a little off. So I
Yeah.
feel like maybe they could, if you wanted to be funny, it'd be funny, or you could actually be doing it seriously and be like, you have potential and I want to keep you here. But, you know, you need to adjust. I don't know. I'm not sure.
Wait, what are you talking about? Maluit?
Margaret.
Oh, okay. The whole time I thought you were talking about Maluit, and I was like, girl, she got eliminated. I understand what you're
No.
saying. Like, you think Maluit would
Could
think
give,
Margaret has potential
and then
and would
give
give it
her
to
the,
her so
give
that
her
she's safe.
again.
Yeah.
And be like,
Because
they liked
that's
you. Yeah, and be like, they liked you 2 weeks in a. They liked you, but they had adjustments for you 2 weeks in a
right.
row. So you were towards the bottom, but there's
And
potential
then you're
for
in
you
the
to be
top three.
better. So like, let's give it to you again. I'm like, it could either be funny to keep her there 2 weeks in a row,
Yeah.
just out of the campness of it, or she could be like, actually, I want to keep you here because I like you, and
Yeah.
I think you could do better.
Because if you think, like, I didn't think about it until late, but like, giving someone the golden baguette is like almost ensuring that they're safe. Because if they're in
Mm-hmm.
the bottom, they can save themselves. I mean, unless there's a thing where, like, in the US franchise where Anitra was able to save someone, and I think she saved Spice instead of her,
Mm-hmm.
but then she won the lip sync, so she was safe anyway. But like, I don't know. One of the girls could try to do that, and then like Margaret gets it and saves someone else, and then lip syncs and then goes home herself. But 9 times out of 10, I'm pretty sure that if they gave it to me and I was in the bottom with one of my besties, I would be like, sorry, girl, I have to do it. Even if I thought
Yeah.
unless I was insanely a better lip syncer, but like, if it was like me and Omega and we were in the bottom and I had the power to save somebody, I'd be like, well, Omega can lip sync her ass off, so I'm gonna save myself. You know what I mean? So I'm like, I don't know. I think most of the time what the girls are gonna do is if they have it and they're in the bottom, they're gonna save themselves. But I think it could go to Daisy. I don't know. I could see
Yeah.
Daisy or Fluffy or Margaret. I could see. Okay, now who after this episode are we thinking is who's your favorite? Who's in the front? Like who's doing it for you?
Um, Fluffy is still a top contender for me.
Me too.
I think something about Margaret just cracks me up. So even though
Mm-hmm.
she's like kind of flopping, like in little
Well, she was in the top 3 this week.
yeah, but they didn't like her outfit,
Yeah, but she's not like
like
totally flopping.
right. But I'm
Yeah.
like, there's like even though it's like they're like we like you, but we could fix something about it.
Mm-hmm.
Something about her really tickles me.
She's charming.
Margaret, Fluffy, and I think La Harpy's kind of interesting.
Mm-hmm.
I
I
could
do
see
too.
her going really far.
It's so hard with such a small amount of girls because it's like and no shade when I say this, but in US Drag Race, they cast so many people that from the first couple of episodes, you can kind of almost tell who are going to be the first like 5 or 6 out. But like episode, like these girls also specifically are all so strong that I'm like, I thought Creatine and Malawi were both going to go farther than they did, and they're the first 2 out. So I don't know.
Yeah. I texted
Um,
somebody. I said, "Oh, my pick to go to the end got eliminated episode 2," and he just said,
you said this already.
"Wait, is no?" He said he was like, "Oh, you pick a real good ones," or something like that.
We're
It
giving
started to
Bellic
get
Boy.
it started to get really glitchy. That's why it took a minute.
Oh, okay. Yeah, Fluffy is probably my favorite still. I think La Harpy's very interesting. Um, but I think for me, the front runners of like who at this point I think are gonna win, I think it's gonna be either between Azemilia or Daisy Super Bitch. Which is easy to say because they're literally the first 2 that won the first 2 episodes. But I think they both are like very talented, and I think it could be like a trading wins back and forth type situation. But
Mhm.
I definitely also don't think that Fluffy is going to make it out without winning something.
I don't know. Sorry, my laptop. I thought it was overheating, but we're good.
Oh, you're okay.
Yeah.
So
I don't know.
Cool. All right. Well, that was
Next.
episode.
Oh.
That was episode 2.
That was episode 2.
Do you want to talk about next week?
Next week, they're gonna do basically a musical.
No, not a musical. Oh wait, is it a musical?
They called it something else, but I thought it was a musical.
Why did I think it was a lip sync smackdown? Let me Google this. Because maybe I don't know why I thought it was a lip sync smackdown, but oh, you know what it might be? I think I just heard them say next week you all are gonna lip sync, and I just assumed that it was a lip sync smackdown. Oh, it doesn't say anything about
Nikki
what
Doll
it is.
says, hello, hello, next time on Drag Race France. My queens, this week, every single one of you will have to lip sync in a music drag challenge. Next week, we're turning up the dance floor and turning it out. They're doing a music drag. Who feels ready to own this? They're in like costumes. Come in. Is this the biggest role of my drag career? Either one works. It looks like they were handing out roles. Cut that out, because that was a little crazy. I'm reading the subtitles of the episode.
No, I'm just like because I literally wrote next week Lollapalooza
Girl,
because
bye.
of Lollapalooza.
Girl,
And
bye.
now that's not even true. That's not even true.
Girl,
Well,
bye.
we'll
They
see.
had like somebody was in like a somebody looked like they were in like the witch's outfit from like Into the Woods, the cloak,
Into the thick of it. Into the thick of it.
and it looked like they had the binders and they were giving out like rolls.
Yeah, I guess I just like stopped the episode early. Well, I also was like, it was going over and I wanted to start getting ready, so I think maybe I just assumed. Okay, so next week is
The music drag challenge.
the Nikki musical. Nikki's-ical.
Next week, you
La
will be
musical.
performing in a music drag challenge.
Music drag. Well, I'm excited to see it. I
Yeah.
would like to see it.
It's going to be Slay and also Fierce Hunty.
It's fierce and Diva Hunting.
We're going to be slaying the boots down, but in French. Oui.
My mother tongue. Just kidding. Okay. Well, that was it. I'm gonna go mourn. And that's gonna be that. We will see y'all next week. I am Pineapple Honeydew.
And I am Starboy Imogene.
And our social medias are always down below. And leave me a comment and tell me what your favorite part of my makeup was this week. This safety pin was not even attached to the shirt. I just pulled this right off. I didn't even open this.
And make sure to send us some galaxies if you want us to do episode 3.
Thank you for the bits. Thank you for the bits. Thank you for the bits. And make sure that if you like what you see, to tap
Ice
that
cream's so
screen.
good. Ice cream's so good. Ice cream's so
cream's so
good.
good.
Ice cream's so good.
Okay, I have to go put
Get
my
off your
face-
phone. Remember when she yelled at her kid?
Oh, she yells at him in French.
Yeah, she was like,
The one
ice
time
cream, ice cream's so good, and she's like, take the dog outside.
Yeah, the one time she stopped speaking in English and she turned and screamed at him in French and she said, look at you, look at the things that you do, don't you feel stupid? Goodbye.
And you clip
Signing
that,
off.
clip that, clip that.
Clip it. We're clip farming. Ooh, no nail. Okay, goodbye.
Oh, goodbye. Mwah.